Hi everybody, welcome back to part 2, Virginia Museum of Transportation. And the first one, we were in the car area, and now we're about to be leaving that. But right before we leave, I want to show you guys this old lift and where they used to actually work on cars back in the day and how they did that. I absolutely love the displays they had here. Everything felt so in time and authentic, and I absolutely enjoyed seeing this. My husband works on cars, so seeing that was cool, of what he would have been doing back in the day. Old gas pumps, really cool too. Some trophies and stuff as well, which were pretty cool. They had some plaques on them. And out here, outside of the garage area, is the model train, which I've shown you guys previously in the first one.
It is. Oh, look, there's Lightning McQueen. Her chow.
Hope you guys like the Lightning McQueen Kerchow. This model train area was awesome. And right across from it, you could actually spin some gears, and it was pretty nice. Here's an empty room that was over there. I guess it's for like meetings or whatever. And there's the model train, and now we're at the stairs again in the front, but we decided to go to the right. So now we're going towards the right. There's a small little kid area for them to play, and there's a gift shop as well. There's the kid area. Gift shop. Okay, and in here we have some Greyhound buses, and we've got a few little odds and ends to see. This was really cool. A radio flyer. This room was empty. I wonder what they're gonna do with it. Some really awesome photos. I'm a big fan of photos, so seeing this made me happy. I love to see the people behind all this. Do you see it up there? So cute. Such a fun little thing. And right here you can turn your own penny into a special souvenir. And my husband and I thought, what a better way to get rid of pennies, since they don't make them no more, than to turn them into souvenirs. This was my first time ever using one of these, and it was actually really easy. Here's one of the pennies I got. I can't really see it very well until it's zoomed in, but it's the Roanoke Star. Absolutely love this. I've actually never made pennies before. I know people used to put them on the train tracks. There was 2 of these, so you can have multiple designs. Alright, right after that, you're at the Claytor Brothers, and this was really cool. I absolutely loved this area. Look at this, and you can even go up inside of the train. Okay, so there was a door that we took. I didn't film that, I apologize. But we went outside onto the walk area where people would board the train. And there's a few odds and ends out here, and it was really cool. Obviously, when you look over to the right, you see the trains, and that was what we originally came here for. Everything else was just a plus. So this place is the museum that is famous for the home of the Queen of Steam, for housing the N&W Class J 611 built in Roanoke. It's the only surviving locomotive of its class of 14 originally built. The rare A-class engine is another crown jewel in the N&W class. Only 43 were ever built, and this is the last surviving one in the world. There's also a rocket in the rail yard behind the museum. It's a vintage 1958 U.S. Army Jupiter rocket, and believe it or not, it was once used as an actual picnic shelter by local Roanoke kids. How cool is that? There we go, I put a picture. Also, if you don't understand what N&W stands for, I'm saying the Norfolk and Western Railway. Earlier I mentioned the Claytor brothers. So Graham and Robert Claytor, they were brothers who helped bring together the Norfolk and Western and Southern railways. The exhibit also talks about African American railroad workers. This exhibit shares the important stories of African Americans who worked on the Norfolk and Western Norfolk Southern Railways. It includes pictures and old items and recorded interviews. This video is going to be all about trains and a few little odds and ends of other automotives. Part 3 is going to be more on aviation. Slow this one down for you guys because wow, look at that. A wicker coffin and this beautiful coach. Here we are checking out some of the parts on the train. They were large. I know trains are big, but looking at how they function and moved was crazy. I don't even think I could lift one single part off of the train. Does anybody recognize this? They used to be at the Mill Mountain Zoo. Could you imagine looking out that window? And just a reminder, we're at the Virginia Museum of Transportation. I highly recommend you to go see all this for yourself and learn some awesome, cool stuff. Going down to the rail yard, and this was my absolute favorite because I've been eyeing this one jet that I've been looking at from the bridge over, and I'm gonna get there soon and show you guys, but enjoy. Nice little double decker. My husband and I were talking about how this would be a great camper. Okay, it's time to show you my favorite thing. This view is amazing, and I'm always looking over the bridge at this place, and now I physically get to go and touch this, and it was absolutely as great as I thought it was going to be. I mean, just being here felt so unreal. Really awesome to go and look at every train. You can go inside some of them. If it is locked, please do not force your way inside. Some things are locked for a reason. Please be respectful out here. This is not a playground. This is a train yard full of historic items. We did not draw, write, break, do anything. This was just dust that was on there. If you go, take a picture of my name and put it down here in my comments. Or show me if you put your name on there. There was quite a lot of people who had wrote their name on there. Again, disclaimer, we only used the back of our flashlight that had a soft little thing on the top so that we could rub through the dust. Do not mark or draw on this at all. Thank you. Also come back to see some aviation